Welcome to part 3 of this series of video where I try to transform this simple bedroom into the dream studio. I just came back yesterday from a business trip to Montreal and I received this box, which means that we will be able to continue the setup right here, the music production setup. The goal now is to put the PC right under the desk so that it frees up space here, and I've had also a new idea, and it's to try and put the little screen right here so that I can have a higher quality, higher fidelity, higher color accurate screen, because if you saw the last video, this is a massive 55-inch OLED TV, but it has burn-ins, so some colors are not quite right. And for example, when I do color editing, photo editing, or even video editing, it's not really perfect to not have really accurate colors. So I need a second monitor, and this one also will be higher refresh rate. So when I'm gaming, for example, I would be able to put it right on top, or not on top, in front of the TV, so that I can game on it. This is an old monitor that I had laying around at my old apartment, so let's just reuse it. Let's go! Is that I won't be able to access all of this, or I can just make some space. I guess that's an option. Give me like a few centimeters at the back. So this is 44 centimeters plus 5 centimeters. Let's give myself at least 5 centimeters. But now I can set it right here. So this is a bit ridiculous. Yeah, I haven't planned with this case at least to be able to put it under my desk. I didn't also plan to make videos, have a studio, have speakers and everything, so yeah, when I built this PC about 2 years ago, I didn't really plan it to be too much. I thought I'd be gaming the rest of my life basically, but DJing and music producing just took over everything. But it's fine. It's fine. It's always fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Or I can just put it here and put this right here. But it even fits. Not like this at least. Oh, if it can't fit, it's gonna work. Yeah, because that's fully my bad. I didn't check the weight limits and the dimensions. I thought it would be like a universal thing, but it doesn't appear to be so. That's not gonna work. Well, I have to return this. Fuck. My life is a mess. Alright, I've made up my mind about putting the computer under the desk. If it costs more than the amount that I just bought, I'm just not gonna bother. It's way too much work, and if it's gonna cost more than a pre-made solution that I wanted, which cost not so much, then it's just not worth it for me to put the effort to put this right under here just for the sake of it being practical. So I should just leave it on the floor here and make some braided cables over so that it's tight and neatly attached and that no cable will get caught. But if it costs less, then I'm just gonna do it. So let's head to the hardware store and see what we can do. As you may have seen from the videos, it's way too expensive to do it myself and way too time consuming, sadly. So I managed to return the box right here that doesn't fit, sadly, so thank you Prime Cable for this. And we will have to put the computer on the ground right here, but I've got a solution, and it's just some sleeves, some cable sleeves that will allow me to not have any cables dangling around and being able to being caught up anywhere that they shouldn't. So let's install the computer and the cable sleeve and let's turn it on. The rule here is to make just a sleeve of cable, so they have to run from the same place. If you don't have a really recent USB interface, you can just plug it in the USB 2, so the non-colored USBs, because they are USB 2 and not USB super speed or USB 3.0, so it shouldn't be a problem. That's perfect. Straight up. Almost no cable dinging. I still need an HDMI cable going from here to the second screen, but it's for another time. That's perfect. It's been a few days, I've started testing the setup, and here is what I have decided. First, the screen right here. It now sits on the original desk mount that it came with, because elsewise it was way too complicated, a little bit too shaky, and it may have like fallen over, and it was really bulky with the two arms and everything. So I just put it on its regular stand, and now it sits right below the first speaker. So I just upped it 1 centimeter approximately, and now it's perfectly fine. So I did the same for the other one, made it 1 centimeter higher, and they're perfectly level and fine for me. So that's great. Then there is the keyboard. I haven't had time to test again and see why some faders are not working, but they were working when I bought it, so I'm not really worried about that. Next, there is my little globe right here. So this is just a gift for my birthday that a lot of friends made me. So now it sits proudly on my desk, and it's basically what I want to do. It's travel the world and make people feel the music. Next, still the couch is here. And finally, this is where the magic happens. As you can see right here, I removed the CDJ and the DJM to put my XDJ XZ and one CDJ right here. This would allow me to mix on 3 decks. That's why I'm trying to learn, and that's what I'm trying to do. It's to upgrade my level, try and do some things that are way more complicated, way more advanced, and that fits me way more than just simply mixing one song with another and again for like 6 hours. We now have a problem, however, with the two setups, this one right here and the studio right here. Sorry for the shakes. We need a way to output the sound basically on those two speakers, whether it's the audio interface right here or whether it's the CDJs and DJM setup. And for this, I brought something from my work, and it's this. This is the Behringer Ultralink Pro Ultra Flexible 8-channel splitter mixer model MX882. And this will allow me to mix anything into any output, any input into any output with those knobs. So let's test it right away. Rise up, machine! Oh, and yeah, by the way, the computer is right here and it's perfectly fine. Oh shit. 105, that's perfect. Okay. Where can I put this? Okay, nice. Powers up. I didn't tell you, but this is used, so I don't even know if it works. It may work and it may not work. That's what we are going to find out. Four, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Because, oh crap, it hurts so much. What the basics of this is basically, you have your two outputs, two inputs. So those are stereo, but those are only mono inputs and or outputs. So each of them can be, you can basically, how can I explain it? You can either use it as a 2 in, 8 out, 2 in, 6 out, or a 6 in, 2 out. Is that clear? Maybe. You have only one stereo input. If you want another stereo input, you need to have all 2 ins right here. So this is going to be the left in, this is going to be the right in, but you are using two channels. And here you just have to pan it left or right. It's pretty simple, but it uses twice as many channels. It's powered on. Let's test it. Power on this too. I'm plugged in channel 4 in. Channel 4 in. Okay. Now, okay. Everything has to be a mixer. Okay. So we have sound. We can pan it left or right. This is the right channel? No, this is the left channel. This is the left channel. Why is it on out 4? It should be on in 3, not in 4, not out 4, in 4, and it should be here. And this is the left channel, this is the right channel. This is going to be the left, this is going to be the right. Perfect. So this is done here. I did not plug in the right thing. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. Okay, I need RCA cables and an adapter. So I'm plugging in channel 6 in and channel 5 in. I need to power down my speakers so that I don't explode them. Up, right, left. And now I'm supposed to have oh, it works. Okay, it's just the cable that's not really, yeah, it's not really amazing. Connection is not really amazing. This is probably why I had a lot of troubles with my early live streams, and this is because of this connection right here. So it seems to work. It's really quiet, really quiet. But it's fine. It's gonna be perfectly fine for what I want. I'm just gonna put it at 0 right now, so that I have a finer control. Seems to do the job. Those are powered off. And now I need to plug the speakers. So those speakers are Yorkville YSM5. They're not great, they're not bad. But I had them for not really expensive. So who am I to just crap on something that I didn't really have for expensive? And that's perfectly fine. Out, this is out, mixer, splitter, I'm gonna put it all the way into negative. This is negative, not negative, but 0%. Okay. This should do the job. I'm gonna play my song right here. Okay, this is playing. Nice. It's really bassy. And I should be able to just, oh jeez, that's really loud. It's like perfectly working as intended. Well, that's a success. I didn't really expect it to be that successful, but it works perfectly fine. It has, as I can hear, not any real drawbacks. It sounds really clear, like almost like I plugged it directly into the speakers. Now we have to check if there is any latency, because that's the main goal of it. It's to have no latency at all. Because what I wanted to do first was to plug my DJ output, let's say it like that, whether it was my DJM or my XZ. So this output into my computer. My computer has an ASRock Z790 Pro RS Wi-Fi in it, and it has a stereo input. That's so cool to have, but it adds approximately like 70 milliseconds of latency. I'm gonna do a video directly on latency and how to test it easily. So that's gonna be a separate video for a separate time. But I couldn't mix at all with it. So let's try to mix a little bit and see if there is any latency. Zero latency. Zero. That's amazing. I didn't really expect that to have such low latency, but it's almost directly that like I'm put into the speakers, which is expected for a thing with this caliber. I don't know where it's like, it's here. It's just a mixer or a splitter. Ins or outs and no processing at all, just left or right, which isn't really processing, but you know what I mean. Now let's revert back to the original setup, and we will see in the next video or the video after how we can mount this onto the desk so that it's permanently here, and we have to cable manage everything. And as you can see right here, there is a heating element. So we need to be careful on what we install, how we install it and everything. So I want to do this really well so that it lasts a long time. And I also need to buy a different length of cables and everything. So I'm gonna head to the shop in this weekend probably. And for you it's the weekend, but for me it's not the weekend yet. So we will see how it goes. All right? I know it's confusing. It's all right. Subscribe. Perfect. The next step, and this is crucial, is going to be soundproofing the room, or at least sound treating. As I said in the first video, I think, sound treatment is a must. It's really echoey and really reverberary in this room. There is not a lot of things except this desk, a sofa right here, and my CDJs right here. So there is a lot of echo and a lot of reverb, and it messes also with the sound of the microphone, and it's messing with the sound of my speaker, obviously. They are not as accurate as they should be because of the reverb of this room. What's the plan to sound treat a room without breaking the bank? I don't know. I'm not an audio engineer, But with all of my knowledge and all of my experience, I can tell you what you should probably do and start first. The cheapest thing to buy, at first at least, is some sealant for your door. You'll notice that a lot of sound is coming through the door, but you won't really perceive it, or you won't really notice it in your head at least, that it's coming from your door, and you would almost certainly assume that it's coming from the walls. But the door is way thinner, it has no insulations, so that's where you need to start. As I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm going to try things for you so that you don't have to, and you can do everything as cheap as possible, and you can just buy the right thing in the first time. However, before starting any sound treatment, we need some baselines. So I have got my song right here, and I'm going to close the door and to see how much leakage there is outside. I'm going to start at 50%, and then we'll see what we can do. I have this app on my phone right now, and it has been installed for a long time, and I found it was pretty accurate with the feeling, at least that I got of the sound. When it was hurting, it was pretty accurate, and it was not really loud. It was also pretty accurate. That's not a perfect answer. You really need a decibel meter calibrated and everything so that you can have really accurate measurements, but we don't really care about accuracy for now. We just want to have a feel and to have some measurement of it. The speaker right now is at my head level, and I'm speaking almost directly into it, and it's making approximately 70 decibels. So my voice is approximately 70 decibels right here, so let's see what the speaker are approximately. As you can see, it's about 60 to 80 decibels. Now, let's go outside. As you can see, it's about 3 to 5 dB lower approximately, I think. I can't really see anything, I'm not gonna lie, but it seems about 5 dB less, so almost twice as less of a hearing perception. Now let's try outside. As you can see or hear, there is approximately a 10 decibel difference between no song and the song outside. So the bass is approximately 40 decibels, and with the song on, it's 50. So we'll see if we can just lower it at least a little bit, and we will start by putting some sponge window seal. I've seen it on some websites that it may help making a seal around the door, but the main problem of this door is there is about 1 to 2 centimeters of space under the door, and that's where all the noise is coming. But first, if we can at least seal around the door, I think it's gonna make a huge difference. So let's go. Okay, so these are the results for... Oh, you're gonna have the screenshot right here. These are the results for the before. So it's about a little bit more than 60, so between 60 and 70, about 60, 65 max, and 50 minimum. So between 50 and 65. And there are a lot less peaks. Yeah, but I feel like there is an improvement. We're gonna see on the comparison right now if it's the good, and I hope it's good. Seems good. Seems a bit better at least. It's significant. I'd say for the cost and for the time it took me to do it, if it's a 1 or 2 dB improvement, it's huge. Remember, 3 decibels less is twice the volume. So if you are going up 3 decibels, it's twice louder. And if you go 3 dB less than before, it's twice quieter. So a 1 or 2 dB improvement is huge for just by doing a little bit of foam and not even treating the bottom of the door. I don't really know if I'm going to have the time in this video to start the sound panels because I'm gonna start editing right now. We are Thursday and I'm uploading the video on Sunday. I'm uploading about every 2 weeks, every 2 Sundays. So this Sunday there will be a video and next Sunday nothing, and this Sunday after that there will be another video. So I don't really know if I'm going to start the sound panels on this video. If yes, it's going to switch right here to the video. And if I don't have the time, you will have to wait for part 4. This series of video is quite frankly amazing for me. I love doing it. It's a little bit vlog type, so it's a mess because I don't have a lot of complete thoughts, I'd say. Yeah, I'm a bit everywhere, but I hope you like it, and it seems that a lot of you will really like it because there are a lot of new subscribers coming all the time, so thank you a lot for that. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to get notified, and like this video, comment it on what you should do. Remember, if you're a brand and you like this type of content, you can just send an email on this address right here and we can collab on something. Or if you want to send something cool that you want me to check out, please feel free to do it. But yeah, I really want to thank all the new subscribers that are coming lately. My channel has been growing like crazy, and I know I'm saying it in every video, but it's true. I can't really believe it, and I love it. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time, and remember to stay creative and stay inventive. It's Veldema. Goodbye.